No, I'm just kidding. I don't have anything like that like DiBenedetto did. I don't have the boxing gloves and robe and whatever, but I do have an opinion on the instance yesterday where Ryan Newman was getting lapped and then decided to block the leader and give the leader damage. And that damage ended up hurting his car. And most likely is the reason he didn't win. Don't get me wrong, Denny Hamlin had a strong car. Could have chased him down still, but I think it would have been a closer finish. But I think DiBenedetto would have still won. If you want to watch my race recap, go get that. I'll put it up here at the end. But if not, if you just want to watch this thing, go get it. Click on my channel page, and it's like the most recent video other than this one. So there you go. But that's Matt DiBenedetto. Feel bad for him, but here we go. All right. Where do I stand on the Matt DiBenedetto Ryan Newman incident that happened during yesterday's race? If you did not see it, Matt DiBenedetto was leading. He took the lead with, 102, 104 laps to go. And he was leading. He was going through traffic. He had a good 2-second lead, putting some cars between him and the second-place car, which at the time I believe was Elliott. Jones crashed right after he took the lead from him, DiBenedetto. But Elliott was in second, then Keselowski took that from him, then Hamlin ended up passing them both. So Hamlin was chasing him down. It's go time. And then Matt DiBenedetto catches up to the 6th car of Ryan Newman. And what does he do? Ryan Newman decides to throw a big-time block on DiBenedetto. Actually makes contact with the 95 car. And there was a little tire smoke from it, but it ended up not being a blown tire, or else people would have been raging even more at Ryan Newman. But people furious with Ryan Newman. But here's my thoughts on it. The whole situation, the whole instance, and everything that's happened. So Ryan Newman, he's had a little bit of a history with this kind of stuff recently. It's not like it's gone back to, I don't know if it has, I couldn't tell you, but in recent times he's done some dumb stuff that has cost other people wins and has cost other people positions. People are making the argument for Ryan Newman that he is fighting for a playoff spot, that he would be out if DiBenedetto has won. That is false. That is literally false, mathematically false. Go look at the numbers yourself, people. He's like 14 points above the cutoff line right now. DiBenedetto wins. It knocks out Suarez, who's only 2 points above. So that gives Newman a 14-point gap still or something. Or what did I say before? He has... I have it right here, but Newman, he currently has a 14-point gap, and it would have been a 12-point gap if DiBenedetto's won, so 2 points. Don't get me wrong, every point matters, but it would not have ended Newman's chances of making the playoffs, okay? It just would have made them 2 points closer. It is not a playoff ending, so if you hear that, bring them up with this point and say it would have just been 2 points, okay? And if Ryan Newman really wanted to make the playoffs and, lock himself in and not lose to a guy who is, 6 or 7 points behind him in points, then you should go win a race. You're farther ahead in points, then go win a race. If a guy behind you in points is doing better than you and has a better shot at winning a race than you did this whole season, maybe you don't deserve to be in. The system is jacked up, don't get me wrong. I mean, seriously. It's whatever. That can be a separate thing. But Ryan Newman, I get it. You're trying to stay on the lead lap, but at the same time, dude, you just don't do that. You don't really just block the leader like you're racing for the win. He's had other instances of this, racing a little bit. I understand, guys who was it? Kurt Busch. Kurt freaking Busch recognized they were racing for the win, and he just pulls over and lets them lap him. Last car on the lead lap. Now, don't get that. Yeah, Kurt Busch is in the playoffs, but still, he understands the importance of the situation. There's a battle for the win right now. And, he's like, I don't want to be a factor in this. I don't really want to be the guy that costs someone a win. So I'm going to pull over and let them battle it out themselves, see who has the best car. Ryan Newman does it differently. Look, I get that you're supposed to race hard every lap. But, dude, there's a line. When it comes to you're getting lapped by the leader is clearly better than you. Sometimes, I'm not saying pull over, but you don't need to make an aggressive move like that. You don't really need to go when he's coming to your outside. You are not clear. You are clearly not clear. That is why you made contact. You were not clear, Ryan Newman. You were not clear. Look at the damage on the 95 car. There's probably damage on your car. He ends up getting by him, and then I think he let Hamlin by, but he still contested a little bit. But same thing happened in 2017. In 2017, Chase Elliott was leading, had a 4-second gap, then caught up to Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman, who sucked all day that day, and was still a good chunk of points behind the cutoff line, said he was fighting for his life, but, you know, when you're so many points behind the cutoff line, and then the leader catches up to you, and then you just start, after the whole day sucking, he decided to do good. It's weird. That after all that day of doing so bad, the instant the leader catches up to him, he decides to do good and put up a fight. Kyle Busch ends up passing Chase Elliott for the win. And, of course, right after Kyle Busch gets there, Ryan Newman lets Kyle Busch by. Yeah, you're probably saying, I'm a Chase Elliott fan, blah, blah, blah. Your bias. No, go back and look at it, people. It's a little frustrating, yeah, but it's kind of stupid. Spring Bristol race, another incident with Ryan Newman. Blaney and Elliott were chasing him down, clearly had better cars, and Newman decided to be a little mean. Blaney tried to clear him, and this was a very similar situation, but Blaney was not clear, but Blaney had a much better car, and he was just trying to get by Newman. Instead of Newman trying to maybe adjust his car, trying to do something different, letting him by so he could think about it later and to wait till adjustments, whatnot. He decides to push it a little bit too hard. Blaney tries to clear him, which is Blaney's fault. But then Newman ends up sustaining damage after getting rear-ended by the 9. The 9 gets damaged. So he ended up jacking up his own car and ended up jacking up someone else's car. So good job, Ryan Newman. And then Phoenix 2014, I bring this up. It's more understandable. He was fighting for a playoff spot. Like, he was literally needed that last point, that last corner to make it. But that was BS year. Gordon should have made it. Gordon should have won championship that year, but, freaking bullcrap. Whatever. But, yeah. What do I stand on it? Matt DiBenedetto was fighting for his playoff spot. That's the only way he makes it, is getting in by a win. He had a good gap at the time, and then Newman decided to make contact with the 95. You may just think I'm a Ryan Newman hater or whatever, but, seriously, there's a limit. But people are mad at Denny Hamlin for winning, and so you're supposed to go out and win. But that's where I stand on the incident. Last time I did this was for Blaney and Johnson. I was kind of in the middle. This time I'm very Matt DiBenedetto, defending him because he was leading and he was trying to lap the dude, and the dude did not let him lap him. So I understand trying to put up a fight for the lead lap, but when you make contact with a leader, that draws a line, and especially when it damages the leader's car, it's bullcrap. It's ridiculous, but not at all defending Ryan Newman. It's I get racing hard, trying to stay on the lead lap, trying to keep yourself alive so if there is a caution, but when you make contact with the leader, it really is just ridiculous. So let me know in the comments where you stand on the situation, what happened yesterday, if you're team Matty D or if you're team Ryan Newman. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. If you want to see my video of me freaking out and screaming and maybe even crying about Matt DiBenedetto losing, here you go. If you want to see me talking about Matt DiBenedetto losing his ride, well, here you go. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel, then you need to click on my face right now. That's right, just click on my face. A simple click of the face will give you a subscription, and that would make me happy, and you would love more videos from me. That's right, yeah. Thank you for watching.